Hi guys, welcome to today's SetrocJC channel daily video. As usual, if you enjoy the content, please don't forget to like, subscribe and comment below. Now strap yourselves in, let's get on with today's daily topic. Today's topic is going to be space, or the final frontier as those trekkers would like to call it. So I made the mistake the other day of watching one of these conspiracy theory programs on the moon landings in 1969. Before I watched this program, I'd always assumed that it was all correct, it was all like real and everything happened that way, because as you grow up you kind of see it and you hear it and you just assume it's correct. But this program really was ripping it to pieces, and now I know that's what the programs are for. They're designed to put doubts in your head. That's what these conspiracy theorists come up with, these ideas. They argue everything, they analyse everything, but maybe sometimes people need to do that in order for the truth to come out, because they were picking fault in everything from obviously the flag waving is the obvious one, to the landscapes being the same in various photos, and that where's the dust, where's the blast holes, where's this, where's that, where's the sun on his face when you can see it's behind him, and you can't refute what they're saying. But they don't help themselves, NASA, because they don't even try and explain what the problem. They had this bloke on there from NASA. Imagine working for NASA and you know one of these programs is coming up and they're like all in the canteen going, bloody hell, right, get the straws out. Who's the one who's going to have to go on this program and try and explain and try and convince everyone that they want a load of balls? Who's the one who's going to come? Right, you go on, Jeff. Jeff, you got the short straw. You've got to explain why there's no dust when we all know there should be dust. Oh, I don't want to do it. You're going to get fired. Get out there and bloody be convincing. If you're not convinced, we're going to lose our jobs. Go. What if they mention the flag? Don't worry about the flag. Just tell them how Armstrong had bloody wind or something. So he'd just be sat there squirming. They'd be asking him these questions. Oh, can you explain why this isn't like this when it should be, surely? You're a scientist, aren't you? Explain to us. But they just sit there and avoid the question. They just don't answer it. Oh, yeah, well, it's like that because that's the way it is in space. I haven't got time to explain that one. There's a lot of scientific theory behind it. It's like, surely if they did land there, and they've got nothing to hide, then they go into long in-depth conversations and they get proper bigwig Einstein characters on there to explain you the bloody theories of bloody this and that, and I don't understand why they're not fighting their corner at all, or they don't seem to be. So that just makes you doubt it even more, because they're not even trying to convince you otherwise or argue against these theories against them. So all this got me thinking about lying, because if they really didn't get to the moon, Aldrin and Armstrong, they've done hundreds of interviews, they've written books, they've been dining off this for years. Since they come back, for the last 50 years they've been dining off this. They're the bloody national heroes. Everyone in the world knows who they are. Their families think they're the best thing. Their grandkids, their children, everyone thinks that they've done this thing. And if it turns out they haven't done it, their names are going to go to dirt, surely. Everyone's going to know that they're fakes. Everyone's going to know that they're preposters or whatever they're bloody called. It's like, imagine living with that all of your life, knowing that your legacy and what you've brought to the human race and the advances you've made and what everyone thinks of you, everyone knows who you are, whatever, and that's just going to be wiped out in one foul swoop. If the truth does come out one day, they can guarantee it's gonna, and they might even be in their graves by then, so they're not even going to be here to explain themselves or to fight their corner. That must be terrible for them. Because apparently the Iranians and the Chinese are currently in a space race now, and they're going to get to the moon eventually. Someone else will get there, and someone's going to find out the truth. If I was one of them, I'd want to get the truth out before I died, because I'd want to explain why I did it, and to have your say, because there's nothing worse than when you're dead for your family to have to try to explain it. Imagine being like Aldrin. You've had a hard day at work and you just want to chill out and relax, and your wife says to you, oh, let's go out in the garden and look up at the moon, and it's, oh, I don't want to look at the bloody moon, just because of the moon I'm bloody, my life's ruined, and I bloody don't want to sit and look at the moon. Why do you always have to bring up the moon all the time? So, bloody hell, can't even say anything to you. She's like, alright, calm down, everyone will think you never bloody went there. I tell you what, I wouldn't want to be the American president when the truth does come out. Imagine that. It's like you're in the office and it's like, Mr. President, we've got a problem. Have you? What's the problem now then? He says, the Chinese have just landed on the moon. They've been to the Apollo 11 sites and there's nothing there. What do you mean there's nothing there? Well, we never actually bloody landed, did we? It's like, well, flipping it. Well, I don't know what to do. What do you reckon we should do? It's like, well, I think you're going to have to resign. I've only been in bloody office 5 minutes. It's not my fault you never landed there, is it? Why do I have to pay the consequences? So I went on this website, and this website reckons that 55% of people think the landings were faked. 55% of the world, well, not the world, whoever's been on this website, thinks that they didn't actually do it. I hate that about surveys. Why do surveys always think that just because 50 people said something, that the whole nation and world believes that as well? It's like, you haven't asked me my opinion, so don't go assuming what my opinion is because some upstart said it. And they put all the same reasons on there that these people were coming up with. One bloke says that the Galaxy S3 phone has more processing power than the computer that they used on Apollo 11. So apparently the Chinese are saying that they haven't got the technology now to get to the moon. So how the hell did the Americans have it in the 1960s when the computers were the size of bloody rooms and things? Do you know what? Even after watching this programme, even seeing all these theories and how the bloke from NASA didn't even try to explain them properly, I just hope they did get there. If they didn't get there, the backlash, the poor astronauts, one of which is dead, Armstrong's already died, their legacy, like I said, and their reputations are going to go to the floor. So I hope they did get there, and I hope it's all just a conspiracy, and I hope it all did happen, because that would be the best result for everyone, I think, and no one have to get upset or fired. So I've asked myself that in my lifetime, do I think I'll ever get into the space? I'm pretty sure I'm never going to walk on the moon, to be fair. I'm not sure I would actually want to walk on the moon anyway, to be honest. I don't really see the point in that, but I'd like to get into orbit, and I'd like to have a look at the Earth from above, because I've seen some pictures and it looks amazing. But don't worry though, bloody Branson's on the case, and Branson's going to make it possible for me. Come on, Richard! He's never happy, that bloke. If he's not circling the Earth in a balloon, risking his life, he's bloody building his business empire, we're living on that island. He's got the life of bloody Riley. If I could die and come back as anyone, it would want to be Richard Branson. I think I'd get rid of the beard though, he'd look 20 years younger without that. The amount is achieved in that, and now he's going to make it possible, if you've got 1.5 million, to actually get up into space and look down on the Earth. The bloke's a legend. Believe me, I hope they did do it. I hope they did walk on the moon, and I hope that Buzz and Neil were telling the truth all along. But if they weren't, then I have this to say. One small step for man, one giant leap for bull. Hope you enjoyed this content, guys. Please don't forget to like, subscribe and comment below. I'll catch you in the next video.